What's poppin'? Welcome back to I Do It Myself. I'm Wayno. How y'all feeling today? If you like what it is that we do over here, though, hit that sub button, hit them likes, and run up that hype. Today, we talking about Cenat. Well, specifically, Don Clancy. Don Clancy, the CEO of Twitch, and some comments he had regarding streamers and the Mount Rushmore of streamers. Now, I've streamed a few times. I need to get back into the fold of doing it. I like streaming. Sometimes I don't feel like being live, but there is a level of consistency and mental fortitude you gotta have to always be on camera and be live while doing it. Now, he has some comments regarding the Mount Rushmore of streamers. Now, keep in mind, when anybody says the Mount Rushmore or anything, they're not about to build another Mount Rushmore and put these people on it. But it's just people's personal opinion regarding, said persons that they talking about, the best four, whatever it is that they're speaking on. Now, I gotta go there. I gotta go there today. Why do y'all make everything about race? Because sometimes that's what it feels like to us. I'm just gonna call it keep it a thou wow, man. That's what it feels like to us a lot of times. A lot of times when people ask us why is things about race, things is about race, because to be black or to be of any color, whatever you do, whether that's sports, whether that's academic education, whether that's building something, whether you're making breakthroughs in science, in the medical field, whatever, every time somebody of color makes an achievement, specifically black people, and we make great achievements, it seems like it's not enough. Let's go through the comments that Don had regarding this Mount Rushmore. Like I said, this is a personal opinion thing, but he is the CEO of Twitch. And Cenat, if Don Clancy, if he was Phil Jackson of Twitch, Cenat would be Michael Jordan. Cenat would be Kobe Bryant. Easy. It ain't even question. If he was Greg Popovich, Cenat would be Tim Duncan. Easy. No question. But listen to what he says about the Mount Rushmore of streamers.
It probably should be more historical.
Yeah.
In other words, Kai is big now, but arguably it's like, now he asked me, so I had to put him on there. But arguably it's like, look, you're great, but you can't be on the Mount Rushmore yet.
See, I put, it should be Speed, Kai, Queso.
Right.
When no, there's soda.
Well, initially when I was doing it, because of course part of it is you just don't remember people. And initially I mentioned Speed, and then I was like, oh no, and I swapped Speed out for Queso.
Cenat covered Time Magazine. I'm going to say it again. Time Magazine. One of the most prestigious publications that still exist I think they still exist in print, but let's say it was one of the most legendary, print magazines of all time. And even digital, it still means something. When you see Time and you see somebody on that cover, it means something. And there's been a lot of people, from presidents to celebrities, to all types of people that have covered that, that cover. Okay, he has 18 million Twitch followers. He was the #1 creator on Time's 100 Creators issue. He has 18 million followers on Twitch. He's 23. He's portrayed as one of the most popular performers on Twitch and major internet personality, right? His content, he does improvised skits, game and all that cool shit. He runs Streamer University, which it was something that had never been done before. And he's doing all of this independently. Cenat does not have the backing of even what I say I had at one time, Amazon Music, which Amazon owns Twitch. You know what I'm saying? So Cenat don't even have that. This is stuff that he's done all off the muscle. Of course, he's linked with people and have done great business, but let's keep going, right? He monetizes his audience for, $6 subscriptions. You know what I mean? And I think that is 50 to 70%. I know that Twitch is like 50% of your bread or something like that. So let's just talk about the money he's making, right? And all types of rappers visit his platform. Cenat is a household name. I think that even if your mom's, whatever age your mom's is, if your mom's is not older and she's, let's say your mom's is around my age and she's not even in the streaming, she's seen Cenat or heard about him before. If your mom's is over my age, which is in the 50s or 60s or whatever, or even your dad, they've probably might not know who he is, but they've seen him or have heard his name on the news or anything that they're doing because he's in magazines like Time. As far as like the top streamers in the game, he's ranked like number 3 since 2019 to 2025 in the United States, and and he's become like a damn near international. Speed is really, really big. But my problem that I have with this is for somebody to have the most subscribers ever on your platform, you say that you had to put him on there because he asked you? Because he asked you? Think about the value that he brings to a brand like Twitch on a daily basis. And he hasn't left. I'm pretty sure he could have left and went to Kick for a crazy bag. He probably could have did something with YouTube. I don't even know if they do that type of stuff, but for a crazy bag. He probably could have started something with he could have got with a Netflix or got with a Amazon and say, yo, let's start our own streaming platform. I mean, Amazon does own Twitch, but let's start another streaming platform, even if it wasn't them. Anybody, and got crazy, ridiculous money, but he's been loyal, extremely loyal to a brand like Twitch that throughout his career, that's where he started, and he's pushed for that, right? Like, he hasn't taken the easy way out and signed to deal with nobody. I seen him talk with Kirk Franklin about how he turned down a $65 million deal from a gambling situation. So to see this young man put on and do so many things is just ridiculous to me that he's not considered in the Mount Rushmore because he's big right now. Like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? This kid's 23 years old. He's been doing this consistently for about 6 years now. He's done this from the late years of his adolescence into his young adulthood. And he's possibly going to be a billionaire. And yeah, thanks to your platform, but what has he done for your platform? How many people did he keep on his platform? Let's ask the class. Class, what has he done for the Twitch platform? Nigga, 1.1 million subscribers off of Mafia-thon. Like, what are we talking about? But this is, I think, YourRAGE, and he's talking about how he feels about the whole comment shit with Cenat.
Clancy excludes Cenat from his Mount Rushmore.
Deserved, bro. He should be on there.
No, he
Oh, he excluded him?
Yeah, he said he got to do more.
Do more? There's no one that's doing more than him.
There's not a single motherfucker that did more on Twitch and Cenat in Twitch history. Like,
You gotta be.
but I was trying to suck my dick.
And that's crazy, right? Because you got to think about the people that he's even brought on his platform. Yo, he got LeBron James, bro. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to exclude myself and take all the Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant shit out of it. In this current era, LeBron is playing in his 23rd year in his career. He's been in the league as long as Cenat has been alive. And he got LeBron to come on there with his family and be on that platform. Who else, what other of them streamers or whoever else could do something like that? He's brought people like Kevin Hart, Mariah Carey, John Cena. John Cena is an international star, actor, wrestler. At one point in time, he was rapping too, but that's some other shit. But John Cena is a culture shifter, like Cenat. What is we talking about here? This XQC talking about the situation as well.
Mount Rushmore is
Yeah, it's like the big faces.
of streaming. Who are they?
Right now, Cenat, Speed, Aiden Ross, KCO. Is that 4 or is that 5?
4.
That's 4.
That's not 4.
I think that is completely undisputed where Cenat stands at. Like, even if you don't watch streaming or something like that, he is a pop culture icon. You know what I mean? I know that he gets grouped into, being like a hip hop. He's not a hip hop journalist. He's never went on to say that he was a hip hop journalist. Yes, because he has numbers. A lot of his favorite rappers, or a lot of rappers, period, are trying to be on his platform along with him, and he's giving tons of people opportunity. And I think what Kai has done should be measured about the people that he's put on. Look at all the younger streamers that he's put on and put in position where they're making money, like serious money. Ty Lil, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like Ty Lil, Phantom, the whole AMP squad, Chris, Duke Dennis, you know what I'm saying? All of those young brothers. To see what they doing is something that's never been done before. And Kai is the leading force of that shit. And I think for him, now listen, end of the day, it's his platform. He can say what he want about it. But I think that sends the wrong message to kids who aspire to be streamers, or aspire to be in that space, when you say somebody like Cenat needs to do more. What more could he possibly do? What more could he possibly get at? What more could he bring to your platform that already hasn't been there in order to make this shit bigger than what it's already is? Like, what? Like I said, if Don Clancy is Phil Jackson, Cenat is Michael Jordan, done won 6 rings for him. If Don Clancy is Phil Jackson, Cenat is Kobe Bryant, then brought him 5 rings. If he's Greg Popovich, he's Tim Duncan, and brought him 5 rings. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are we talking about here? I just think that by the Twitch CEO saying something like that is mad divisive. I'm not gonna call him no racist or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, like, we look at situations like that because we always speak on a hypothetical of what that would be if Cenat was a young white man. You know what I'm saying? If he was doing that since he was 14, 15, I always say, man, when the NBA stopped, kids from coming out of college, let LeBron James would have been a young white kid. They'd have been drafting kids out of middle school. And no, of course, nobody's not going to say nothing like that. I don't think it's coincidence. I think it's by design. Cenat deserves to be on any streamer, anything that exists. You know what I mean? Anything that exists with streaming, even if it's been going on for years, what he's done is revolutionary, and we should salute him for that. This is how I do it myself. For the ones that rock with me, you know how we do. And for the ones that don't, eventually will. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.